But this blue wall is so intriguing. But on the other side, it's all this city stuff happening. Sitting outside a convenience store, and you know, in Vietnam and in Southeast Asia in general, I've noticed that you can go to a convenience store, and unlike Estados United States, where you cannot go into a convenience store and buy a beer and sit outside and drink it, you will be arrested because that's called loitering. Like you can't. These are just things that we accept there, and it's so weird because here you buy a beer. Actually, they have a tank of water here. Look. See, can you see it? Ah, that blue thing. And it has hot and cold water. So you can buy a little bag of those noodles or a little bowl of noodles, ramen noodles, and it has hot water, like boiling hot water or cold water. So you can heat up your, people come here on their motorbikes, grab a ramen noodle bowl, and then they use the hot water and they heat it up and they sit outside and they eat it. It's normal. It's like what people do here. They don't have a convenience store. You go to the 7-Eleven, which is like 7-Eleven. Apparently, yeah, 7-Eleven arrived in Japan in like 1972. So this is like a cultural thing there. It's like a normal thing to go to like a 7-Eleven, buy some kind of a fast food or a roll or something, and then you can heat up in the microwave, or you add the water, and then you sit. They have tables for you to sit at. It's so nice. Look at these buses. That should really be my background, but I like the blue, don't you? Anyway, you probably can't even hear me, but the reason I'm doing this now is because I'm right across the street from my hotel, and I'm getting a great Wi-Fi signal here, and it's a better Wi-Fi signal than in my room. So maybe I should come over here to do my Wi-Fi. Look, people going in. This is nice because there's a lot of like expat-y kind of people coming and going here. But this is not the expat neighborhood. This is the kind of the Korean. This is the, you know, this is not very popular here. I mean, it's not that it's not popular. It is popular, but it's not the Da Nang hipster hangout. It's because it's Koreatown, and so you can't go everywhere and just buy cheap Korean pho. Because there are all these Korean restaurants, and so they're priced for the Korean market, and so they're a little bit more expensive. So it's not like you're gonna get this great, you know, when I think of barbecue, I think of like Texas, but this is barbecue. They grill it at the tables. Anyway, here I am. Look, see people hanging out here. And then they're going in. It's a great place to have a beer. So what I was saying is, unlike the United States, you can't really go into a 7-Eleven, buy a beer or two, and sit outside and drink it, because you'll get arrested. Because that's illegal. Because you have to go and pay like 5 times as much for a beer if you want to drink it in public, at a public bar, dive bar, or whatever. And so here, it's like, yeah, you're buying a beer, you're gonna drink it. No one's falling down on the streets drunk here, because they can sit outside of the 7-Eleven or whatever. This place is called the K-Mart. Love that, because it's reminiscent of my childhood. Anyway, it's a little bit rambling tonight. I did this whole, there's a reason why, because I did a whole live, YouTube live thing this morning. My rant on people trashing AI SLOP, and so maybe what I want to do today is do 2 things. I want to talk about AI SLOP and people who are like, I posted something that was created in Sora 2, and people are like, yo bro, that's AI. Like, I know, I posted it. Or they'll go, AI SLOP. They're like, I know, but do you know what AI SLOP is? No, you don't. It's just like you don't know what schlock is. You don't know what schlock is because you're not in the advertising business. You're not a creative artist. You don't know what a schlock looks like. Just like you don't know what AI SLOP looks like. Because some AI generated imagery is actually very, very good. And you don't forget, it doesn't just come out. AI doesn't just start creating stuff on its own. It needs to be prompted. You need to put in thought, and you have to have an idea in most cases. I mean, a lot of people just say, oh, here's a picture of me, put kittens everywhere. And then, yes, that's AI, that's slop. That's just the lowest common denominator. But they did the same thing when they first had access to Instagram, and and there's a lot of judgment about that. But what I'm getting to is, until you create something in AI, I don't think you have permission, you don't know enough about it to know what slop looks like. Because some stuff takes a lot of energy. Let me give you an example. I was involved with this bluegrass group in a town in the Southwest. And, bluegrass people are not AI people. They're not really into tech. They are actually kind of counterculture, away from technology. They're doing a retro kind of thing. But they had this poster for their annual, this is their big fundraiser, a concert, and they have this poster, and it was like so outdated, and so it looked like something that a high school person would make for their high school dance. Like, just worse than that. Like, it just was bad. This was slop and schlock. And so I created this beautiful AI image. I put in the scenery in the background. I put in the time of day, the sunlight. I put in, bluegrass has a particular kind of instrument. There's banjos and there's fiddles and all that stuff. And so I put all that stuff. Then you have to put the outfits. Then I put them on a stage that was like a vintage circus kind of stage. A lot of stuff went into this. I put it on the website, on their Facebook group website, and people were like, "Oh man, what's that? Man, it's slop." Like, yeah, well, why don't you create something for the website? Why don't you kind of create something for the community? Because the poster that they have right now is not going to bring people to this event, which is the fundraiser, which helps fund the projects that go on all year long. So that's my rant number one. That's my rant. That's my big rant that I couldn't do this morning. It's like, don't call something AI slop until you know what AI slop is and how to make AI and what goes into it and what constitutes AI slop. End of story. Then the other part is, when you're in, everything's different when you travel. And I could say a couple of things. Like, the way you book hotels is different. You do it with an app, and there's ways of searching to find the right kind of thing that you want. You can put in your standards, and then you can open up, widen your stand, put in your area, and all that stuff. I do it through this thing called, what is it called? Oh God, it's not, I'm thinking of the hotel name. Oh, it's called Agoda. Agoda. A-G-O-D-A. Agoda. It's a wonderful app. And then also the thing, how you get around here in Vietnam is through this app called Grab. And it's like, it's not like, it's a car booking app, but also you don't just book cars. Mostly people book motorbikes. So you're getting motorbikes. And so this is the Grab, and it costs 50 cents or $1 or something. It costs almost next to nothing. But thank you for watching. I appreciate it. My name is Timo Nanga. I'm an outsider artist, outsider guy. I left the United States because I was fed up with being bored, for one thing, and also I wanted to experience something that had culture. So this is why I'm here. All of my watchers have disappeared, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to say one more thing, because I don't want to make this too short. I want to make it a little bit longer. When you're traveling, you'll see a lot of people say, "Oh, look on Facebook. This is where you're going to get your information about medical things." Or where do I go if there's an emergency? And they say, "Oh, people have a lot of opinions on where to go and what to do." And sometimes people post on these Facebook groups, like Da Nang, they'll say, Da Nang expats group, they'll say, "Oh, I go to the Australian Dental Association." Like, yeah. That sounds great. It's wonderful. It is wonderful. If you have like first class insurance, international insurance, yeah, go ahead and do that. It's going to cost you almost the exact same as what you pay in New York City or something. You're going to be paying, oh, but it's wonderful. Yeah, I'm not going to pay that. That's like paying my month's rent to get my tooth extracted or something. It's outrageous. So don't listen to everything you hear on Facebook when it goes to like medical things and like where to go for it. You got to do a little bit deeper dive into what it's like. And the other thing is, in Southeast Asia, people don't go to doctors when they get sick. They go to the pharmacy, and the pharmacist gives them information. This is how you get stuff. The pharmacist, well, what's the problem? You say, oh, I have a cold. They will prescribe things. They will not prescribe things. They will give you things. A lot of stuff doesn't need a prescription here, but they will hook you up with the right stuff, and you can trust them. But also, it does not hurt before you go to one of these pharmacies. And I recommend going to a pharmacy that's in like the local farmers market kind of a place, not the big brand name ones, the smaller ones, because they're going to give you what they call Vietnam price or happy hour price. It's the price they charge the most, not the upscale price that they give to just any tourist that comes in. But it helps to Google the things before you go, and you say like, I have a cold. You know how when you go into a pharmacy in the United States and you have a cold, and there's like 3,000 things to choose from. I have a sniffly nose, I have a headache, I have watery eyes, a scratchy throat, a cough, a nasal drip, all these things. And it's like so many options, even in the United States, at a big brand store, you can barely choose. So imagine going into a pharmacy in Vietnam, and now they're telling you, you need this, you need that, you need this, you need that, you need this, and you're like, you have no idea what they're talking about, or what it is, or why it's going to be, or what the price is. You can't do all the calculations, there's other people waiting, and so it's good to know like what it is that you need, and also get the translation thing written out in advance to show the pharmacist, the nose is running and I'm coughing, and I have a fever. Okay, so help me out here. So this is, so then when they present you with 20 options, you can say, I'll take this, I'll take that, I'll take this. You'll have some idea of which direction you're going in. But also, they have things here in this country that aren't even available in the United States. And so you can't get certain items. Hear that guy? Do you hear that? That guy right there. He's selling bun bao. He's selling these little buns that you only can get them from look, this guy right here. He showed up in a truck and he's delivering fresh vegetables and other items to this regular Kmart. They do it all day long. Fresh food is coming in constantly. It's not from a big truck. It's from little motorbikes and everything. So about the pharmacy, you can do a little research before you go, is all I'm saying. So you kind of have an idea of what they're going to be offering you. Be open to new suggestions, but also know that sometimes the pharmacist, they might suggest more than what you need. They might say, oh, you need this, and then what you really need is you need to boost up your immune system, and then what you really need is like a new haircut, and what you really need is, and they will sell you as much as, and it's going to cost you, like, yes, it's all cheap or inexpensive, as I like to say, but it's not inexpensive if you buy like a million things. Then it costs the same. You have a lot of stuff that you don't know what to do with, but you're not saving a lot if you buy 5 times as much. So don't get the impression that, oh, it's so inexpensive to be in Vietnam, because if you're not careful, you can end up buying a whole bunch. Have you ever been to a 99-cent store? You think, oh, this is cheap. I'm gonna just fill up my whole grocery cart. Everything says 99 cents. Well, it turns out it's not 99 cents anymore. It's like $1.25. And then you have like 30 things in there. So that's 30, but then that's actually 40, then it's 40. And then you're looking at and then it's like $50. And you thought you were just buying dollar items, but now it's a $50 item. So this kid's over here, so cute. It's a cute kid, but sorry, a little too close. All right, so this is this guy is delivering fruit right here. I should hop up and help him. he is delivering fresh, coming right out of the fields, fresh fruit. So anyway, wait, I'm going to show you something. I can just do it like this, like I'm talking to you. The cutest little kid ever. And then, see the guy making deliveries? Love this. And this is a major circle. This is a busy circle. Look how people manage to not, oh, watch this. They're gonna cross the street. All this stuff going on. Watch how they're gonna walk right out into the traffic. Oh, they're not gonna cross the street. They're just gonna get in a car, an Uber, a Grab car. Okay. All right. So it's me. I'm back. I'm gonna wrap this up. So anyway, I talked about AI SLOP today. I talked about how people, you know, you don't have a right to judge AI SLOP until you've created AI SLOP, then you know what it is. You know, hey, you know what? Be nice to AI SLOP, AI creators, people who are working with it, because that's all you're gonna see. Hire someone to do an illustration for a film, for a folk festival or something. It's going to be a designer collaborating with AI. So don't throw apples and oranges and rotten tomatoes at people who are creating AI right now, because this is what they're the people who are going to be creating what you see for the next 100 years and beyond. And then the other thing I talked about was medical stuff here in pharmacies and how to go about it. And you just can't listen to people on Facebook groups. They're not reliable. People have different agendas and you don't know what it might be. So you have to do a little bit more independent digging in for that kind of stuff. So that's it. I'm supposed to do this on Sunday. Oh, maybe it is Monday. Yeah, Mondays are my day to do this live thing. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. You know what they say, like and subscribe, but you could just like or subscribe or make a comment. Say something mean. I don't even care if it's mean or not mean. Thank you very much. Over and out.